Hey there, I just wanted to come on here to do a short little clip of a book that I'm reading this afternoon. It's called The Six Conversations. I know this is kind of backwards to you. The Six Conversations by Heather Holleman, Holleman. It's Pathways Connecting in an Age of Isolation and Incivility. Have you ever had those conversations in your life that you just know nobody's listening to you? Nobody is really asking any questions about your life, your experiences. They're all just blabbing about their own, or they really don't care what's happening. And you kind of like are there just to kind of fill space. I've had those conversations. And so I was just taking some time this afternoon reading this book. And of course I'm not done it, but it was really cool. And I like the opening question is how can I connect again with others? How can I feel close to other people? If my personal happiness depends on having warm relationships, like all the research shows, how can I become a better conversationalist to foster these connections? Is that you? Have you felt like you really want to connect with other people? I have. I really want to have those deeper connections, deeper conversations. You really get to know somebody. But how do you ask the questions? What questions do you ask? And think about the last conversations you had where you felt loved, you felt understood, and you felt connected to the other person involved. What was happening in that situation? Did you feel the other person was genuinely interested in you, that they liked you, that they cared about your life? Do you feel the other person shared in your conversation as well to create that closeness you've longed for? Those are really good questions. Do you really feel like you were heard, that you were listened to? It's often said that people remember not what you know, but how you made them feel. That's very important. So in this book, in this first chapter, it was talking about the 4 mindsets of a loving conversation. The first one is how to be curious. Be curious of who they are and interested in other people. And did you know that young adults, as it says here, long for someone to be curious about them, to draw them out and to connect deeply through good questions. But instead, most people in their lives stay self-absorbed and self-involved. Now, I've seen that happen. I have children that, mainly because of the pandemic, they do not have a social life. They have stayed and are reclusive. And I'm trying to get them out, but it's really hard. They say to me, it's really hard to start those conversations, to get to know somebody. And yet, I'm talking on this video and I'm starting a conversation with you who is listening to this video. And I don't know. I mean, for me, I don't find that, but with them, they have found it so hard. And then it says here that people who don't desire to engage about their lives, even at the most basic level of interest, even if you just say, hi, how are you? And people don't want to engage with that, they will stay disconnected, lonely, and perhaps even depressed. The rate of depression has skyrocketed since COVID, where in COVID, it was even worse because we were socially distancing, physically distancing, and we didn't have those interpersonal connections with other people. How to become more curious? You get excited about all that you will discover. Believing other people possess rich treasures of experiences, insights, and wisdom to offer in conversation. When we allow ourselves to feel curious about other people's lives, we essentially believe that we will discover something meaningful and valuable from this interaction. It goes on to say you need to invest in your own well-being. Curiosity helps us deal with rejection, makes us less aggressive, and helps our social life. And then act as if you're curious. Just be curious about other people's lives. In conversational confidence, to simply enter a conversation, let your mind role play what a curious person would ask. And last is let yourself even fall in love. This will help build connections with others. Curious people build better relationships. Curious people experience greater well-being and pleasure. And curious people become more creative and less stressed out. And your curiosity might just lead you to romance. So, that was just one of the 4 mindsets in this book. This is the 6 conversations. Really powerful, powerful thing. And I even find it hard when I'm going on social media to connect with somebody. I'm like, what do I say? This has really been a good chapter to read, because now it'll help me when I go on social media, the questions to ask, to be curious, be genuinely interested in other people. Yes, I want to build my business, but now more than that, I want to build a relationship with those who say they're friends with me on Facebook or who are connecting with me. I want to build a relationship. I want to get to know them as a human being, not just somebody there as a person on my friends list, but somebody that's valued, that I can listen to, and they can feel loved and they can feel listened to. So I hope this encourages you to really dive deep and deeper in your conversations with other people. That take yourself out of the picture. It's not all about you, but how can you serve that other people? How can you support them? How can you listen to them? How can you get to know other people? And I think by doing that, we will start those deeper connections. Have a wonderful day.